Hey guys, it's the Aussie Arm Wrestler here, and I'm going the early crow, and I'm going to tell you why I think Matt Mask will beat Ermes Gasparini. Ready, bang! For those that don't know, going the early crow, I'm not sure if it's a worldwide term, but it's an Aussie term, and it's when you call something way too early and you're fairly confident that it's going to happen. I am telling you, Matt Mask is going to beat Ermes Gasparini. Now, just to quickly catch everyone up, Ermes Gasparini has been holding on a grudge since the WAL. Ermes flew over and took on Matt Mask. It happened to go 3-1 to Matt Mask's way. Absolutely destroyed him. But then there was some footage. There was some excitement going on in the background because usually everyone's favourite part of a tournament and super matches is the after pulling. And if I quote Matt Mask, he thinks Ermes is the pulling practice champion of the world. Get excited for this match. So Ermes has been chasing this loss. He's been chasing it worse than the Coyote has been chasing the Road Runner. He is desperate for this one. Called Matt Mask out now that YouTube has blown up for the arm wrestling world. And finally, Matt Mask has just understood that he's got a fantastic fan base and the WildHorse is ready for him to buckle bomb Ermes. So he's accepted the match, and that will be June 12th. And that'll be on Ermes Gasparini's YouTube channel. So go over there and check that out for June 12th. I will do a live reaction video for that one, as well as all other big matches coming up. But let me tell you, it is WAF rules. Best of, I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. And let me tell you why Matt Mask is going to win. First off, hand control. Hand control. It's not everyone's forte. But the way Matt can control, even though he's got those dodgy fingers that look like he's probably been on TikTok or texting a bit too much, they're all over the joint. That hand control, if you looked in the last match, absolutely swallowed up Ermes. He had no chance. The hand is going to suck in and he's just going to climb on top, which works into Matt Mask's game. Matt Mask loves climbing up the hand and hitting that top roll. Matt Mask, the pads, the WAF pads, that doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter what balloon size, actual size, this size of a children's playground, size of my big waist. It doesn't matter what size the pads are. Matt Mask is no slouch in the game. He is a fantastic puller, and he's going to top roll. He's going to come up, low hand top roll, come on the outside. His hand's going to swallow up, and it's just going to hit the outside of Ermes, and he's just going to sit on top of him, gas him out the first couple of rounds, and then run away with it like a beautiful freight train. He'll come in, bang, and take over this match. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Straps. Straps will play a huge part in this game. This is exactly where Matt Mask will want to go. It wouldn't surprise me if Ermes wants to slip into the straps and try and use that new energized horsepower that he's been training every single day to build up. He is looking thick, but I feel that if this game goes to straps, that it's Matt Mask's advantage. Matt Mask can easily use the height. He can easily engage bicep, shoulder, and bring straight back to him like he's flicking a shot of tequila over his shoulder. Not sure why he'd throw it over his shoulder, but when he brings that back and rises up, it is the strap work that Matt Mask knows how to do. Ermes will have nowhere to hide after the first slip, so Matt Mask will gain control. Matt Mask will get the pin, and he'll be on his way to victory. Psychological warfare goes to Matt Mask. It's Ermes that has been constantly chasing. I'm surprised. I tell you what I would love to see, an old school montage where Ermes is looking at the photo of Matt Mask on his mirror every time he's training, and he's doing the push-ups, he's doing the biceps, he's doing the Uncle John PRs, he's doing every sort of training, and then at the end on June 12th, he grabs the picture of Matt Mask, scrunches it up, But we've just got to make sure that Ermes is training the proper way to attack Matt Mask, which, with just guessing and going the early crow, I've got no idea if he's training that way. I think Ermes is just trying to get strong, super strong. But the way Matt Mask has been training, especially his last practice with Devon and all that muck about there, was definitely entertaining for the Aussie arm wrestler and convincing enough, and the history, that Matt Mask will get the chocolates in this one. So the psychological warfare will come into place. I think Matt Mask will do a bit more talking than usual. His laid-back persona on YouTube, I think, will just be eating at Ermes away. Don't get me wrong before you all come in on the comments and attack me. I'm not saying Ermes is a bad puller. He is fantastic. Top 20 in the world. Haven't really done a list. I'll do a list. I need to do a list. But I just think Matt Mask is better. And I think he will start to pick up the psychological warfare even more in the next few weeks. Check out his live Q&A coming up within hours of this video dropping. Head over to Matt Mask's channel. The setup. The setup is another reason why Matt Mask will take this one. He will start higher and he will attack first. If you go back to their last match, his starts are incredible. So long as the match, it should be ref down the middle. It's always ref down the middle. But so long as Matt Mask gets that amazing start, he will be taller. He will rise higher. The WildHorse will buckle his way through the buckle, because it'll be in straps if it hits straps every time. That rise from Matt Mask, that hit from Matt Mask, he'll want to come over the top of the hand and pin him, but he will just buckle over the top of him. It will be the setup every single time. The setup will win Matt Mask the match. Early wins. Early wins. If Matt Mask can get early wins in this one, you can consider it being all over Red Rover, done and dusted, because the way Matt Mask attacks and he starts celebrating after every single pin, because he's going to pin a considerable opponent, a very strong opponent, Matt Mask will just get the early pins and that will just break Ermes down. I think it'll just eat away at him, chip away, and then that final piece of the Jenga puzzle will just come crumbling down, because after one or two pins and with the WildHorse jumping up and down, celebrating exactly like WAL, the WAL match, I think it'll be no surprise to some that then Matt will just start running away with it. It's going to be a very strong match. It can easily turn into a 5-1, into a 6-0 in that one. So if Matt Mask gets early wins, gets the rise, hits outside, fast start, they're all the reasons why he will run over Ermes Gasparini. If it is, I'm calling it now, 5-1. Bang! There it is. I'm going 5-1 in a 6-round super match. Gone the early crow on this one. Guys, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, if I'm crazy. Tell me I don't know anything about arm wrestling. Tell me if you agree with me. But I love going the early crow. I'm going to go the early crow on a lot of other matches coming up. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Do all the things to help the Aussie arm wrestler. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters right here. Really appreciate everything that's going on. And as always, ready, bang!